Hey everybody, Dave sends jokes and stories here again, 8/14/2020. Well, this is part 2 of Cops and Robbers. We'll start out. I got some funny stories about some cops and about some robbers. I respect the cops that uphold the law and are good to the citizens and don't do police brutality. And there's some really dumb crooks, and there's some, well, there's dumb people of every background and every occupation, and some funny cops. And I'm gonna tell you some funny stories, and some made up and some true. I was watching Cops one time, and there's these two criminals. They were running from the law. They were running. The cops were after them. They were on pursuit after them, running after them on foot, I think. And I think they probably had some had some cop patrol cars looking for me, the helicopters. And on Cops, it was really funny because these guys were under, you know, those plastic pools, that little kiddie pools that you put water in, you soak in there with your kids or whatever. They play in it and stuff. Well, it was turned over, and I saw some feet sticking out of it, and I was thinking, and some legs, and I was thinking, these crooks are really stupid. These crooks are not really smart. They're hiding underneath this pool, and their legs and feet are sticking out, and the cops come there and flip the pool off of them. They're still sitting there, but right next to each other, like they're frozen. The cops are thinking to themselves, they said, maybe they're thinking, if they can't, the criminals are thinking, if we can't see them, they can't see us. I was like, that's crazy. And that was just crazy, you know. And I was like, there's some really dumb criminals. They were just sitting there frozen, like they were thinking that they can't see us. We're invisible. We're playing the invisible game, you know. Memoirs of an Invisible Man, men. And then one time I got pulled over my car, and I had a bumper sticker on there said "Living for God, no regrets," and my tags are expired. And the guy's probably thinking, you know, the cops probably think, man, we don't want to give this guy a ticket. He's probably a good guy, but. And I was thinking, man, that's bad. I shouldn't have had that bumper sticker on there saying "Living for God, no regrets." The regret I had was I didn't have my tags. They were expired. I need new tags. And so I got a ticket. But I think the cop was nice to me and everything. But it's embarrassing. You know, there's this guy supposed to be Christian. His tags are expired. So I had to ask God to forgive me. But anyways, I heard a story about a crook that held up I guess it was a grocery store or something. Someone told me, a friend of mine told me, and held up the place, and all they could get out of it was food stamps, because back then they had the coupon food stamps or the stamps on paper that you could buy. And I guess they held up the place and only got food stamps. I'm thinking, that is so dumb. There's some really dumb criminals. Don't ever steal, because that's bad. Don't do that. It's a sin. Don't do it. But they stole the food stamps. I'm thinking, oh, if they got away with it, they're going to go around and they're going to buy stuff with food stamps, thinking, you know, I'm rich. Look at, you know, we got this jackpot of food stamps. We'll eat for the rest of our lives. I'm thinking, these are some really dumb crooks, and don't steal. It's wrong. And I knew a guy that had robbed a bank. I actually knew this guy. This is what he told me. I don't know if it's true, but he told me he robbed a bank, and he had all the money, and he's like, yeah, he thought he was rich, and guess what? His mom turned him in. He got in trouble. He got away with robbing a bank. I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he made this up. He's probably just making this up. And it's not right to rob a bank. Don't rob a bank. But you robbed the bank, he said, and his mom turned him in. I'm thinking, oh, man, you shouldn't have robbed the bank. And it's a good thing his mom turned him in. And too bad it had to be his mom, though. But, yeah, don't rob banks. And anyways, I was thinking, what else was I going to say? I was watching the show, I guess it was Tommy Boy, and it was funny because how Chris Farley walks in there into a bank, and he goes, "This will only take a minute," and then everybody ducks after he says, "This will only take a minute." I guess they think he's going to hold up the bank, and it's a comedy, and the security guard gets down on the ground and slides a gun to him, you know, and I don't know what happens after that. I can't remember, but I guess they were all scared of him because he goes, "This will only take a minute." So when you walk into a bank, do not say, "This will only take a minute," and do not walk in with a hockey mask or a burglar cap where you can only see your eyes and mouth, because if you do that, they're probably going to call the cops. But that's crazy. And then I was thinking, I heard this story, this true story of this burglar. He broke into someone's house and got injured, and he tried to sue the owners of the house, the owner or the owners of the house, because he got injured. And I'm thinking, this guy could be in court. He's getting punitive damages if he gets his case won, because he couldn't get the big screen TV that he wanted, and he's having bad feelings. It hurt his feelings. He hurt himself breaking through the window and fell on his head and had to get stitches, and so they're paying his insurance out of the the lawsuit that he put on the people. I'm thinking, you know, I don't know, like for pain and suffering, you know, because he's suffering because he didn't couldn't take the big screen TV or the, you know, entertainment center or whatever, you know, and he's like probably trying, I don't know what he sued him for, but I was thinking, this is really dumb. A burglar's actually suing somebody for hurting themselves when they broke in through a window. And I'm thinking, I don't know the result of the story, but I was thinking, you know, if this is true and he actually won that case, this world's crooked anyways, but that would be a really crooked judge, really crooked verdict. I hope he went to jail. But for pain and suffering, yes, I'm suffering. I wasn't able to get the 50-inch Sony big screen TV. I'm suffering for it in pain. I have depression. I need a psychiatrist. You have to pay for the psychiatrist and the medication and all that. You know, I'm just kidding though, but, you know, it's just like, you know, this crazy stuff like that, you know, I'm thinking, this is so crazy, you know, because people do stuff like that, and it's just really dumb. This world is crazy, but anyways, these are some crazy stories, some really funny stories and stuff, and just some really outrageous stories. So if this made you laugh or you like this video, press subscribe, press the bell, you get my videos, check it out, press like if you like it. Trying to think of some other funny things cops have done. I can't think of what they are. Trying to think of something else that was funny. But anyways, some of these cops are so big that they can't hardly run. I don't know if they got like jelly roll bellies and like they ate a bunch of jelly rolls to get the jelly roll bellies and bellies. I'm thinking, how do they run? How do they run for miles and get these crooks that are just barely, or that are fast? You know, some of them keep ran track probably, and they're like running after them, like, oh, you know, and breathing real heavy. And I'm thinking, man, these guys need to quit eating those donuts. But no disrespect for the cops, because I like cops, but it's kind of funny when you see a cop. I'm not making fun of fat people either, but some of those cops really need to get in shape, because if they're going to catch crooks, that would be really hard. But maybe they're in shape anyways. But this is no means make fun of fat people, because I got a jelly roll kind, and I need to turn it into a 6-pack of abs and get the 6-pack of jelly rolls out there, and a 6-pack of washboard abs is what I need. So I hope y'all like this, and if you did, press subscribe, press the bell, you get my videos, and I hope that you have a great day. And Jesus loves you, 92, and I'm a Christian. And remember, do not steal, and do not rob a bank, and do not break in people's houses, and don't do any of this crazy stuff, because this is wrong. And you know what? If you're and remember, if you see a cop sometime, give him a donut. He probably wants a donut. I love you all in Christ Jesus. Have a great day. Bye-bye.